What's up? What's up? What's up?
What it is? What's going on, everybody?
Welcome to the CSON, which stands for Common Sense Over Nonsense. I'm 130, your host here. My name is Sam Bug Jones on the microphone, on the ones and twos and the twos and fews. And before I pass it over to our co-host, we ask you to do this: comment, like, and share the video, and also click that notification bell. You continue to be in the loop when we drop a hot video like this. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna pass it on to the players. Hit them up.
What it is, CSON family, my life familiar. This your man, Boss Smith, man. Welcome to another wild ride on this CSON side. Got one more to introduce to you, man. Tell them what the magic number is.
Mr. 507, Mr. 507, what's going on, everybody? What's going on? All right, y'all. Tonight is going to be a deep subject, a deep one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Going to be cold as ice. So, hey, the cold as ice, don't worry about throwing no dice, all right? Because we're going to get it in tonight. All right, so, hey, let's go ahead and get this party started. Bud Jones, hit me over the topic, please, sir.
Yes, sir. And the topic of tonight is a fallen star. And this topic is going to be very touchy, and it's not going to be for the weak at heart. So if you are really sensitive, I suggest you leave the room. And I give you about 5 to 10 seconds to do so, because we gonna really tackle this subject. This is gonna be very deep here tonight.
Yeah, the subject on different angles of it.
Yeah. Okay, shoot. Time's up. So so if you ain't left right now, shoot, that's on you. Okay. You wonder why I got this newspaper right here. The reason why I got this newspaper right here is the fact that last week a Dallas Cowboy player named Marshawn Kneeland shot and killed himself. He was only 24, y'all. 24. And what we're going to talk about tonight, me and my co-host here, is we're going to talk about, what does a man go through? Because, we had a show last year called What's Going On in the Man Cave.
Man cave,
Yeah, and that was like one of our most successful shows there. Because, we need to know what's going on with men, particularly black young men. Because this is the second story of a young black man who is a professional athlete is no longer with us. As a matter of fact, another NFL prospect named Kyrie Lacey from LSU. He was a standout wide receiver. And just like with Marshawn Kneeland, he ended up taking his life as well at 24.
Wow.
So we definitely have to talk about this subject here. And we definitely going to get into it a little bit at a time. But there's a lot for me to say. But right now I'm passing on to my co-host and ask them this question here. And I'm going to start with you, Ball Smith.
What's up, bro?
What is your take about these recent events?
Man, in a word, man, tragic. And in another word, man, disturbing. It shows that as far as being suicidal, there's no one really that's immune. There's no one that can't be depressed at some point. And yeah, man, it's you've heard the term of it being a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Right.
But nah, it's what it really causes is a permanent problem. If not even for the person that commits the act, then the family that person's left behind.
Mm-hmm.
The people are thinking about what could have been done, what should have been done. And yeah, it's like another topic we talked about, domino effect.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with that domino of that person taking themselves out, and other dominoes happen to fall.
Right.
Yeah, in the process, I have a story as far as that, but first I'll pass it on to you, my brother, man. What comes across your mind when something like this happens?
Well, a lot of people would think, here's somebody who's doing what he wanted. I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
A lot of doing something that a lot of brothers, a lot of men who ever played sports, football, wanted to do. Playing with a team they always wanted to play with, football field, scored a winning touchdown. Thousands of people in the stands cheering for him. And you're like, wow. The next thing you know, yeah, this happens. So you start thinking, well, was it foul play? Somebody made it look like a suicide? Then, on the other hand, you don't know what nobody's going through. You know, was it pressure from the league? Or was it pressure from the team? Or did he have some kind of issue before he joined the Cowboys he couldn't shake off? You know, tell it. You never know, man, with these situations, man. That's why it's always important for us. I think you should have somebody to talk to that knows you. So you can go to all the counselors and this and that, man, but you got to pay these folks. They are paid to listen. There's a difference with somebody listening from the heart and somebody's paid to listen. You know, and I think this was the case, man. You know, I was asking, well, and I'm going to say this right now. This is going to be kind of harsh. You know, suicidal is really a cowardly way to deal with stuff. You know, it is. It's the truth. Well, that ain't right, man. Man, you ain't never with me. No. There's ways of dealing with stuff. You got to be strong in this world, man. This world is an opponent. And you in the ring with when you get in the ring with an opponent, the opponent, you can't let them beat you. You got to try your best to try to beat that opponent. Even if they do knock you down, you got to get up. You know, and a lot of times, man, we want to make excuses. Oh, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Because what about the people you done left behind now?
Mm-hmm.
The folks that your friends, family, and everybody else.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if he had any kids, if he was married. I don't know. Was he married? Did they say anybody married any kids?
He had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And the girlfriend was actually the one who notified authorities
Yeah.
that he was probably in that state. And you know, when they was trying to do a welfare check and he wasn't there, and they finally found him or found where his car was, and they gave chase.
Well, see, now we're gonna get criticized. You shouldn't be talking about that, man. You know he was going through it. I seen men who deal with all kind of problems growing up.
Mm-hmm.
They were tough, man. They were tough guys. The men I grew up around, tough. They dealt with situations. They didn't run from them, leave people in the mud, selfish acts. Yeah, those excuses, you know, that we tend to, in this day and age, we tend to give candy to. You know, that's my take on it. And I think, you know, like I said, man, I hate that happened. You see a man who was successful and, you know, worked hard to get to where he was at, and all of a sudden, he just decides to, you know, take himself out, man. And, you know, and like I say, you just never wonder, did he talk to somebody? But like I said, man, what was going on with it? This is something that's been going on since childhood. You never know.
Right.
It's always important for people to listen. Hey, man, I got a problem.
Yeah.
It's important. That's why I always say, man, if you can have that one person that can listen, that one that can listen, you're going to keep it real with you, man, it go a long way.
Right.
Yeah, and see, it's very monumental in a situation or potential situation like that, because you know, we all went to the same high school or alma mater, and I ain't gonna say this person's name. You know, God bless his family and all that. I just use the initials, CM. We knew Brother CM, and you know, he enjoyed a decent amount of popularity from what I recall. But even through that popularity, that's the other thing I'm trying to say is you never know. I mean, somebody like that's less popular, they might think that, oh, he's one of the popular kids and stuff, man. You know,
He got it going on.
He's got the world on a string, or you know, this certain click on a string and all that. But little do you know what that person's going through.
Yeah.
What that person might be going through behind closed doors. And we had another mutual friend that I guess he tried to talk to or reach out to, and you know, unfortunately, that friend happened to be, you know, busy. He was dealing with something, and said, you know, he called him back. Well, he was never able to call him back.
Yeah.
And that's the domino. That domino fell, and the other domino that fell was that man was his friend's guilt, saying, man, I wish I would have took that extra time to talk with him. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna piggyback on what Mr. 507 said. As much as you know, this is a tragedy, it also is a selfish act. This is no different from being, from a drive-by shooting. And basically, from my perspective, from my lenses, it's basically the most sissified way, to deal with a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking down, about the brother and everything like that. Trust me, I'm not. But to put this thing in context and stuff, we're not here tonight to speculate. We're not asking questions that nobody don't have the answers for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they'll never get the answers.
We'll never get these answers. What happened, happened. What's done is done. But the issue is, you have the family. You have his girlfriend who now is currently pregnant with his child.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, currently pregnant with his child,
Wow.
unborn child, and not to mention the Dallas Cowboys. Now they have to answer these questions about him. And just last week, I knew they was on a bye or whatnot. He scored a touchdown on Monday Night Football in front of a national audience. And then 3 days later, you're gonna unalive yourself? Now, this is a real issue, man. And I am so sick and tired. The reason why I bought this newspaper here, I'm so sick and tired of seeing men like him in the obituary.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing young black men in the obituary almost every other day. This obituary is almost filled with young black men, young men in general, in the newspaper every single day, man.
Yeah, and I went to the tripped out apart about it. I've seen let's not talk about him. There's a lot of young brothers, man, that think this is the way out. Got children. I done heard the stories. There was a video, man, I saw, man, was real disturbing. Dude broke up with his girlfriend, and he decided she didn't want him no more, so he unalived himself. Then I think tried to do her the same way. Before the police showed up.
Mm.
And they got kids. This has happened before. What happened to men just being just tough, man, and just dealing with it?
Yeah.
I know it's not easy, man. We're not coming on the show, putting down folks, man. But that, to me, man, I'm not going to support that. I'm not.
No.
There's ways, man. We grew up in an era, man, where men was tough, man. When you did stuff like that, they talked about you. There wasn't nothing rewarded about what you did, man. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
You got people now you left behind who's hurt now. Gotta figure out how they gonna do this now because you chose. I can't do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. I don't buy that shit. I just don't.
Yeah.
Your girl don't want you no more. You need to move the fuck on.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know if this is a situation what happened. The girl told him, "Well, I don't buy you pregnant, but I want to be with you." And I don't know what it is, man. I'm not going to give no excuses for no coward acts. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
This man should have dealt with this better. He should have. You don't understand. You don't. Now, man, whatever, man. Everybody go through problems they got to deal with.
Yeah.
We got to get over them. Over time, you move on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
See different perspectives, man. The only thing I could possibly think of, I don't think there's anything with a girl or nothing like that. But I think they said around the time, or right before around the time that he got drafted, he lost one of his biggest supporters, which was his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And who knows? Like I said, seeing something like that happens and stuff, you can't get explanation. We're not here to speculate, but when something like this happens, man, all you can do is speculate.
Yeah.
See, for all we know, when he scored that touchdown, shoot, when everybody else was congratulating him and stuff,
He might
man,
have been
first
crying
touchdown,
inside.
yeah, man, you did that, man, shoot. And shoot, he might be, the voices in his head might have been saying, yeah, you did that, man. Sure would have been nice if your mom would have been here to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, man, you got to understand something, though, man. Look, man, something like that, yeah, that'll depress you. It will.
Yeah.
Of course it will. It's a woman that raised you, man, that you come from.
Mm-hmm.
Been there from day one, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course that's going to bring you down.
Mm-hmm.
Your mind. Of course it will.
Yeah.
But, man, does that give you the excuse?
Mm.
Does that give you the excuse to say, well, I don't want to be here no more?
No.
What about your son?
It shouldn't anyway.
Your unborn child, son or daughter, whoever was coming.
Mm-hmm.
What about them?
Yeah.
They didn't give you no motivation to say, hey, look, you know what, I got to beat up for them.
Right.
Now they're going to come in this world. But tell them what now?
Mm-hmm.
Now that is the selfish part to me. Especially
Yeah.
if he knew he had a kid on the way,
Mm-hmm.
and he still chose to do that.
Yeah.
That was selfish act, man. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you say, man?
Mm-hmm.
Now we gonna help me out talking about that, brother, man, and y'all ain't right, man. Look, man, I don't want to hear this. No, it's easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, yes, I've been down myself before. You know, did I feel like saying no? I did not. Yeah, that was how I probably didn't want to do anything or didn't want to do nothing. But now I'm not gonna sit up from here and off myself because things ain't working.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure a way out and get it done right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the motivation that we need to put out there, man. See, you need to have,
And just keeping it real, man.
Yeah.
That should be the way. And I've come across people that at least that thought at least crossed their minds.
Mm-hmm.
But also in saying that, when they chose not to do it, they're glad that they didn't.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all, have I told y'all, have we talked about this on the show when my sister had a friend, he took some pills, and he was in the, have we talked about that
at the
on,
cemetery.
have we talked about it on this show?
Just in case, man, refresh us on that real quick.
He took some pills, and it was because his wife left him.
Mm-hmm.
He married a woman with 4 kids, and none of the kids was his. But when he married them, he loved the kids like they were his. Wife said she didn't want to be with him no more.
Mm.
So he goes to a cemetery, took some pills. My sister called me. I never heard about it. I never really talked to him, but I heard about him.
Yeah.
She wanted me to call and talk to him. Oh, call him. Oh, I think he done did this. Call him and talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, okay, what's the number?
Mm-hmm.
I called him, and he was talking about, yeah, man, how you doing, man? I'm just sitting here in the cemetery. I done took some pills, so somebody will find me. I'm in the front, parked in the front, so somebody will see me. I said, man, look, bro, you need to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Wife left me. Who cares? Nobody loves me. Don't matter no more. I'll just be right here. I said, look, man, what about them kids, man?
Mm-hmm.
Them kids, did you say that them kids, you love them kids? Yeah. Kids love me too, so you finna give up on them?
Yeah.
Because what? Because it didn't work out between you and her?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. I thought you was, I want to say his name, Carter said big. I thought you was big, I'm motivating you.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Talk 45 minutes.
Wow.
Gave him reason to live. This man said, all right, man, I'm going to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
He drove to the hospital. Walks in the emergency room. The doctor, they rushed him back to the whatever. They rushed him back to the back of the hospital.
Wow. ICU problem.
Yes. Sister got there and said, the doctor said, thank your brother. Because if he wouldn't have got here, he'd been gone. As soon as he walked in,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
he saved him just in time. Thank your brother. For real.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then after that, man, it seemed like he was a better person.
Mm-hmm.
So all it takes, man, is the right person to talk to.
Yeah.
A lot of time, people don't. You would think when you're Dallas Cowboy, you got plenty of people. People pay to smile and because you Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
What about who I am as a person when I'm outside of that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. It's always important. I seen the special Eddie Murphy did. Being Eddie, I saw that.
Oh, me too. That's very good, by the
Oh, yeah.
way.
Yeah,
check that out.
yeah, man. Eddie seems like he a real dude, man.
Yeah.
Humble, very humble. So he's very humble. And he talked about how he stayed away from when the party gets to a certain hour. I heard Denzel say the same thing. They would leave.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to be around the bullshit. So, and he talked about how he had his brother around him. His brother was around him. Y'all remember his uncle was around. He had the people who was in his family who knew him before Eddie Murphy. He was already Eddie Murphy
Uh-huh.
before Eddie Murphy the star.
Yeah.
He had people around him who knew him as just Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
He could talk to him.
Yeah.
You see, his brother was close to him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Probably he had those moments. Let me talk to Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Murphy, I like Charlie Murphy, man. He was
Me
a
too.
trip.
Yeah.
Hey, man, shit, fuck him. No, I mean, you gotta have them people like that around you.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like my old man, there's a time we used to talk about certain things, man.
Yeah.
Now he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta think more. Well, who do you talk to? These two right here, man. Them, and I got a couple other folks I can talk to about stuff.
Yeah.
Ain't that many,
Mm-hmm.
but there's people you could talk to.
Right.
Friends, I mean, people are important, man.
Yeah.
Whether they family, friends, or co-workers, man, as long as you have that certain village,
Uh-huh.
as I would call it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what many people on the edge right now.
Yeah, for real.
But I think about why. Why do that to yourself, man? What about the people over here? You gonna hurt them.
Yeah,
They gonna be hurt, man.
for real.
So you just selfishly say, I don't give a damn. No, man, it gotta be something that gotta make you still. There's people, man, who don't have nobody, man.
Right.
What about them folks?
Yeah. And-
Go ahead, bud. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that they don't. The definition of the NFL does stand for not for long, because when you really think about it, not only that Dallas Cowboy committed suicide, I can think of a couple right off the top of my head that almost committed suicide, and I'm gonna start with Coach primetime Deion Sanders when he was a Dallas Cowboy. Because think about it, this man had everything.
Yeah.
He had cars, money,
Yeah,
women,
I
everything.
remember, yeah.
And he said it in his book that he wrote a long time ago. I had 5 cars and I had no sense of direction. I had a mansion in the house and I didn't know where I was going. I had all these women in my bed and I was never fulfilled. And so he said all that to say is, I'm gonna use the little Bible here and stuff. What purpose of gaining the whole world by losing your soul? He lost his soul, and then one night he decided, this was he was playing for the Cincinnati Reds, that he drove his car off a cliff.
Wow.
Drove his car off a cliff, and it went down into a ravine, and through the glory of God, he didn't get a scratch. And he learned from that night alone that he was here for a purpose. Now, if somebody like Primetime has suicidal thoughts, and I'm pass this on to you, Boss Smith, because you mentioned something that we was having a conference about CTE.
Right. Yeah, man, shoot. What Prime shows is, to us, that man had everything. Had everything at that time. Prime was in his prime.
Right.
But in his mind, that everything meant nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So much nothing that he tried that thing off that cliff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the other angle. That's why it's such a slippery slope as far as what we're talking about here. It's also the thing of CTE, from the RIP to him, from the Junior Seau's of the world.
Right.
And what they did, when their career ended.
Mm-hmm.
And certain NFL Hall of Famer that I know of for a fact, that because of the head trauma and what he went through during his time in the game and stuff, won the Super Bowl and everything. Do you know that even after that, all those fames and accolades, that because of that head trauma, he has to fight suicidal thoughts
Mm-hmm.
just to make it through the day?
Yeah.
Probably has to take medication just to make it through the day.
Mm-hmm.
There was I wish I remember this NFL player's name, but I remember hearing about it on a sports station, that he took his own life. And in the suicide note, he wrote, man, I just got to end it all. But I'm asking anybody who does my autopsy, please look at my brain. Please check my brain, because I think something's wrong.
I think I know exactly who you're talking about. That player was David Durison. He used to play for the Chicago Bears.
Oh, it sounds familiar. Yeah, I think that is
David
him.
Durison.
And when they did do the autopsy and checked his brain, yeah, they did find significant deterioration of his brain that may have caused that. Well, shoot, not just him, man. Remember, Criminal Minded himself, Aaron Hernandez.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, all that stuff he did. But after he took his own life, they checked his brain. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, it really makes you wonder, man. And yeah, you can chime in on that too, man. I mean, yeah, the head trauma and all that. That's another angle of that, and why the game is more dangerous than we realize.
Well, you know that you ever seen the movie? You ever seen the movie with Will Smith called Concussion?
Definitely heard about it.
Okay,
I
I
check
seen
it
it.
out.
Seen the movie
it too.
Pretty good movie. Pretty good movie.
Okay.
He plays a therapist. He played a doctor. You know, he's like a therapist, like a what kind of? He was a I think he was a head trauma doctor for the league or whatever, something like that. I ain't seen it in a long time, boy. Well, the movie, man, the guys.
I know, not to cut you out, Mr. 507. I know exactly what his job title was.
Yeah.
His job title was a neurologist specialist.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Uh-huh.
So in the movie, a lot of NHL football players was having problems because concussions after they started playing football. In the movie, it was one player, I can't remember who he was. It's a true story.
Mm-hmm.
To kill his pain for his head, he would drink antifreeze.
Good God Almighty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he couldn't get the drugs no more, the medicine no more, because he wasn't playing football no more. It was sad, man.
Yeah.
Like, damn, man, once they through with your ass, they through with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he told me how he won these championships for him, and they you know, and it was messed up, man. But the man couldn't endure the pain no more, so he took himself out.
Yeah.
You know, something like that, man, you like, pain, you think, man, you know, is that acceptable in that part, dealing with the pain?
Yeah.
You know, but like we just said earlier, we don't want to sound hypocritical. But, man, you got to think about the people. It's easier said than done when we saying what we talking about. It's easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going through pain.
Ooh, and that opens up a whole nother rabbit hole, like the euthanasia, assisted suicide.
Yeah.
Dr. Kevorkian and all that.
Yeah, it does. You got to think about it. Now, we don't want to sound like, well, y'all said earlier, this and that. Okay, well, you know, like I said, man, in situations like that, was the pain that durable? Was the pain so that he just couldn't, he just couldn't do it no more?
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, you look at, you know, it's that, this is why this subject is so touchy.
Mm-hmm.
This is why it's so touchy, man, because once the league is through with you, they through with you.
Right.
He had to drink antifreeze to stop his pain.
Mm-hmm.
Antifreeze that you pour in a car to cool off a motor.
Wow.
I go to show you, man, I'm going to say this. I knew somebody. It was a family member. I don't want to, you know. They played football. Had a concussion twice. Told them they need to stop playing. By the time you hit 30, you're going to have some problems in your head.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't worry about trying to football. I never did, try to push this issue on them playing football. I didn't. You know, I said, no, I don't think you need to stop playing football. Well, I want to be done. You don't need to do that. You smart, try something else. Because I don't care about, a lot of people don't push their kids to go play football and so they're going to be millionaires, get all this money. I didn't care about that. I care about you down the road.
Yeah.
When you're 16 now, it ain't a big deal. Keep playing. By the time you're 30, you're gonna have some issues. You could, I said, I told the other parent, I said, that needs to stop.
Yeah.
Too much. Too much. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know.
And see, man, a lot of it also, as far as the willingness to do such an extreme act, usually it can be a thing of backgrounds and belief systems. It's just like, for example, like we was talking about, Mr. CM, God bless, God bless his family and all that. But also, I had a coworker, real kind, good-natured guy and stuff. But the stuff that was going on behind the scenes, I would have had no idea. It's just one day I found out that he passed on. Then open up the next thing, find out he took his own life. Open up another thing, then find out that his son had committed suicide.
Wow.
So that was the domino that tipped him over. His son committed suicide. And so he just decided one day, he wrote a letter and then slit his wrist, sat in the tub, and waited to bleed out.
Yeah.
And that's
Wow.
that's how it went. But the last thing of the domino and stuff, and who knows if this had anything to do with it, but I'm sure it didn't help. Come to find out from my other coworker that this man also happened to be agnostic. He's an atheist.
Wow. You know what? Just that part right there made me thought about not only a person, but actually a whole family that had to deal with suicides.
I think I know where you're coming from.
And they was well loved in the wrestling industry, particularly right here in Dallas. And those who don't know who I'm talking about the Von Erichs.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was Kerry, Kevin, Mike,
David.
Chris, all of them, with the exception of Kevin Von Erich, have committed suicide.
Well, David Von Erich, they said he might have got poisoned.
Yeah, in Japan.
They don't know how that went with him. He might have got poisoned.
Okay.
But Kerry went out and shot himself in the chop. I remember that.
Yeah.
That happened back in '93, I think. His brother Mike did it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But you know what, man? I saw that movie.
The Iron Claw.
I couldn't. Man, you know what, man? I didn't like it. Because I guess we grew up watching the Von Erichs.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
I've been to the Sportatorium.
Yeah. Well, I went.
I seen Mike and Kerry wrestle.
I went. Man, we went to the Cherry County Convention. Son, being an old man, and we saw Bruiser Brody and Kamala.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I never forget it, man. When the ice, I know we getting off something, y'all, but I want to throw this in there, and that's when Iceman fought Buddy Roberts, the Freebird.
Oh, Freebird.
Yeah.
I remember watching
That's
that, man.
good.
It was a hair match.
Oh.
Whoever lose they gotta. So man, I remember when they was wrestling.
Yeah.
The Iceman beat Buddy Roberts. Buddy Roberts did something. Iceman fell down. He was woozy, and they were, and they had him there. That man was. I'm a kid like, oh, how do you get his lock? And Kerry runs into the ring, and he jumps on Buddy Roberts, and the Von Erichs run in, and and everything. Then we saw Bruiser Brody and Kamala. Oh man.
Yeah.
They put on a fucking show. They put on a show.
Yeah.
Man, they was all out there in the crowd.
Yeah.
Man, my old man that ran off and left me. Come on, man. I couldn't keep up with him. I couldn't keep up with him. He done run off and left me. I'm trying to keep up with him.
Yeah.
Crowd just going. Man, crowd was just man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And man, I never forget that, man.
Yeah.
All that excitement for just to come see them.
Right. Yeah.
They were. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, it was the thing back then, bro.
Hell yeah, man! I don't think nobody been bigger since to me, except for now The Rock, and who else?
Stone Cold, of course,
Yeah. Don't give a small surprise I come along, but
Yeah.
Von Erichs band was just a different breed, man.
Yes, they were.
Man, and
Yes,
so
they were.
I never forget where but since we talking, I saw the movie, and that daddy when the movie was hard ass.
Oh, Fritz.
Man, look, he didn't give a shit. Now wrestle. Man, damn, okay. And they made it look like Fritz pushed them to do that shit.
Yeah.
In the movie, that's what it seems like. And you got to, when they said so, Kevin Von Erich seen the movie, he said, my dad wasn't that hard like that. He was hard, but not like that.
Yeah.
And I saw the movie, man. I didn't like it, man. I knew I was kind of like, okay, but I just didn't. When you grew up seeing the real people,
Yeah.
and it's what you watched all the time, it's kind of like, okay, I'll watch it. See, really, I looked at it. Kerry, the dude playing Kevin, should have been playing Kevin. The dude playing Kerry should have been playing Kevin.
Yeah.
Looking at the movie, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like I said, man, I couldn't get into it. I
Right.
saw the Freebirds. You show them for like 30 seconds. They was a rival, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man. No, but anyway. But like since we're going back to the concept, you would think with all the fame, money, and everything, and what is it? I think a lot of time the pressure can be a motherfucker, though, man.
I think that's what makes misery out of fame and fortune.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pressure of keeping it,
Yeah.
and it changes it into a cutthroat game, really.
Yeah.
So, like Eddie Murphy, I'm watching him, And River still, man, he's like 60-something years old, man. He looks good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he said he didn't mess with cocaine. You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't all wore out, and he did say he played some shitty movies. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he jokes about it.
Yeah.
But you know, he's making up for it now. He's trying to get back into, you know, playing the movies he played in, man. But I think what made him survive so long is his family, though, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
Having real people around him.
Yeah.
Not nobody, Eddie, we love you. Eddie, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
The people don't care. That's fraud, man.
Yeah.
You just love me because I'm Mr. Trophy. That's the only reason you want to be around me.
There you go.
Hey, man, can I talk to you, man? What is it, Mr. Trophy?
Yeah.
Let's go to this party. No, man, we need to talk.
Uh-huh.
Well, what's wrong, man? Come on, man. So, see what I'm talking about, man. You might be really got some shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah, well, I believe, you know, when you think about the Von Erichs, you think about the this Dallas Cowboy who committed suicide. You think about that LSU standout that committed suicide this year, earlier this year. And I think about all these things, and you know, it goes back to the show that we did last year, man, about the man cave.
Man cave, that's right.
Because you know, when something's going on with the women and children and stuff, they always have somewhere to go. They always have a shelter to go to. They always have a group of people they can always go to. But where does a man go? I said it when we did that show, and I'm gonna say it again tonight. Where does a man go to express himself? Because you know, back in the day, you know, when something going on with a man, you said just be a man about it. Just man up. Why don't you open up? You know what I'm saying?
Because you get laughed at.
You get laughed at, exactly.
Yeah.
There's no place for a man to go. Which, by the way, I want to give a quick shout out to not only TJ, who came earlier and you know came and supported this show, supported us and everything. You know, kudos to her.
Wow.
And I also want to give a special shout out to Pastor Minister Christopher Ray for his show, Real Men Podcast Spiritual Talk. And I want to give him a shout out and stuff because he gave us a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to return the favor. We want to return the favor to him. But anyway, getting back to this. When it comes to suicide, you know, there's always numbers. You know, you can reach out and call someone and everything like that if you're having these suicidal thoughts. Because, you know, you always got these voices going on in your head. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got a, you know, like an angel on one shoulder and then the devil on the other shoulder and everything like that. And, you know, just like that Ghetto Boys hit song, man, your mind be playing tricks on you, man. Because think about it. The devil he don't want your car. He doesn't want your job. He don't want your house. He wants your soul. He wants your mind. Because it said in the Bible that, you know, your mind is like a battlefield.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your mind can't mess with you though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And like, man, like 1 minute, like a guy told me one time, man, he said, man, you know what, man, I can be motivated one day. I can get up in the morning, man, shave, cut, man, trim my hair, man, iron my clothes, man, feel good. I can be like that for 3 or 4 days, and one day I'll just be like, fuck it. I just get depressed. Just be down. I don't want to take a shower. I don't want to do anything. I was like, wow. So what is it? He said, man, you know what? I don't know. I started thinking about shit from my past, you know, and how come this didn't work? How come this? And I just get down all of a sudden. I said, that's the devil.
Yeah.
The devil does that.
Yeah.
The devil can say, you feeling good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm feeling good today. I'm just shining. I'm just shining. Yeah. Watch out. Watch out. Devil. Oh. You take your glasses off. Now you don't feel as confident no more. Start thinking about some old shit. Some shit you did when you was a kid. Remember the time, man, you got smacked in the face? You be feeling good. The devil does that. Devil wants to cut you down.
Mm-hmm.
He'll do that. See, and if he can't do it, he'll go through people to do it.
Yeah.
You know, you be on your way to work. Some asshole might cut in front of you, brake check you. Now you pissed off for the day.
Yeah.
You want to, motherfucker. He pull on the side of you, man, blow the horn, shoot you the finger, whatever. You take off.
Yeah.
Man, there's something, man. Talk about things going full circle. And I guess it was possibly for this moment right here.
Yeah.
I'm doing this podcast. Back when I was 5 years old, I was in the kids' choir at the church we went to. And I remember this song just like it was yesterday. Don't let the devil ride. And this thing, when you're suicidal, don't let the devil ride. Don't let the devil ride you. Don't let those voices in your head convince you to do something so irrational.
Yeah.
And like I said, like the song went, don't let the devil ride.
Yeah.
'Cause if you let him ride, he'll want to drive.
Yeah.
Don't let him ride.
Ooh,
That's true.
Yeah, I remember that.
Cause he after, he trusts me, man. He does not want to see you happy.
Mm-mm.
And see, one of those things, man, you know, shoot, I know for a fact, there is no cheat code to getting a person not to be suicidal.
Yeah.
See, and some folks say it's all, you know, doing what we doing, you know, pressing it and stuff, telling them, man, you know, this ain't the way to go. Don't do it and stuff. Sometimes, man, the best thing, I wouldn't necessarily as much say the best thing to say is nothing at all, but I will say this. Sometimes they just need somebody to listen to them.
Yeah, just a vent.
That's what I was saying, man.
Yeah.
I think it's important. See, I think it's important, man, to have places you can go where you can go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, I had an idea. I had an idea for a place, you know, a long time ago. Social club. I was gonna call it the bullshit room. You know, you can pull up, man, go in there and just kick it and talk to people, and just have a good time in there. Somebody might be on the edge of saying, "Hey, you know what, man? Today's the day." But they go to the bullshit room, that'll change their mind. Because now, you know, you got friends in here.
Yeah.
Come on back. See, is there any way you can go talk to people like that without them laughing about you? You said co-workers. Everybody know at work people are messy.
Yeah.
Hey, man, hey, come here, man. Guess what Chris told me? He said he's going to go jump in the pool with no water head first. Motherfucker's crazy, man. Yeah, I knew he's fucked up in here. Yeah, man, that guy's nuts, man. Well, maybe Chris got issues.
Yeah.
Why does he want to go do that? I don't know. Where is he? Yeah, I don't know. He went. So okay, when he so now y'all laughing about him at work. Think he's crazy.
Yeah.
Motherfucker's serious. Everybody know have you dive in the head first with no water. You out of there.
Yeah.
So if people had places to go where they could talk to folks, man, you know, I mean, I think we should have places like that. Come on in, man. How you doing? You know what I mean? I hate myself, man. What's going on, you mean? When I was little? Okay, sit down, man. Talk to me. That's important, man.
Yeah.
I've talked to people, not only the big guy in the cemetery, but I've known people personally, man, I've had to talk to out of themselves doing that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, man. Man, I think about that, man. I said, boy, little girl. That was something I was born with.
Yeah.
Because, man, talking to her, look, man, don't do it, bro. Talk to me, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, well, man, my girl left me. I said, calm down. I've been through that.
Yeah.
I talk to people like that, man. I mean, everybody's been hurt, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. To anybody who feels like you don't belong here, who feels like, or who had somebody insensitive enough to make you feel like you don't belong here or you were a mistake, God doesn't make mistakes.
That's right. That's
Exactly.
right.
God created you for a purpose. God created you for a reason. God created you because he loved you.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And he loves you today, he loves you now, he loves you tomorrow, he loves you always.
That's right.
Let that be the anchor. Let that be the rock that you lean on.
You be an
Let that
inspiration.
let that sustain you. Let that be your inspiration so that you can overcome and be an inspiration for somebody else who's feeling the same way that you're feeling right now.
That's right.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. That's
And,
right.
And with that being said, since we almost about to run out of time and stuff, I hope y'all learned something from this and everything. And like I said, you know, very seldom that we talk about subjects like this, but we feel like we had to address this first, you know, head on. And I hope you got something from this. We didn't come to really entertain, we came to inform. So on that note, my name is Bo Jones.
My name is Boss Smith.
I'm Mr. 507. Remember, take care of yourself and take care of your business.
Shout out to the Vineyard.
And Fat Larry. Peace.
Peace.